Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Canadian Football Central CFL content for the fans, by the fans. And we got a re-signing here for the Calgary Stampeders. Now, on the 3 Down Nation article, I don't see any list on the term, but I guess we can assume that this is a one-year deal. Usually it's a one-year deal if it's not specified.
Marquel
but
Lee is... Yes, it is a one-year deal.
One-year deal as Marquel Lee, former NFLer, re-signs with the Calgary Stampeders. He's played 2 years for the Stamps. In his first year, in 2024, he played 3 games, 5 defensive tackles, 3 special teams tackles. And last year, in 6 games played, 26 defensive tackles, and just that. But he has quite a decorated career, as this guy he's 30 years old. He was born in San Diego, California. Went to school for Wake Forest, though. And so he played college football from 2013 through 2016, where he had done relatively decent, where his numbers generally were on an upwards trend, with his kind of sophomore through senior year being very, very good, with 101 tackles in his sophomore year, 71 his junior year, and then 105 in his last year. 4 sacks his sophomore year, 3 his junior year, and 7.5 his senior year. He then went to the NFL and actually played 3 seasons for the Oakland Raiders. That's a name you haven't heard in a while. In which case he had started 19 games out of those 3 seasons. He got 25 tackles in his first year, 68 the next, 11 in his third year. Never got a sack in the NFL. But in 2021, he played for 2 different teams. He had dressed 11 games for the Las Vegas Raiders, in which he got 11 total tackles, but he never started any of those games. And he was on the roster for the Buffalo Bills. Didn't get any playing time. He was on the roster for the Bills the next year as well. Didn't get any playing time. And then the following year, in 2024, so he had actually not played in 2023. He was unsigned completely. 2024, spends a bit of time with the Stampeders. However, before that is actually with the Arlington Renegades of the UFL. This was right after the USFL and the XFL had merged. And he plays 10 games there. He's a starter all 10 games, gets 51 defensive tackles there with no sacks. And then later that year finds his way over to the CFL. And even if we look in his 2025 season, he had only gotten 6 starts due to injury. So not that the Stamps didn't believe in him, that he couldn't play some more time, just keeping him healthy. But in his 6 starts, he had 26 defensive tackles, 2 tackles for loss. And even on 3 Down Nation, they noticed that he had a pass knockdown. One thing I will say, CFL website, can you add knockdowns to as a stat defensively? Because they just don't show it. I wish they did. Obviously, it's tracked as somebody tracks it somewhere. I just wish it was on there. But I mean, he's a former NFL talent, and he's done decent in the CFL. The big thing is just keeping him healthy. You know what I mean? He's a big guy. He's not a small guy. He's 6'3", 234 pounds, very tall linebacker. What do you think of this move for the Stampeders, Rick?
As of right now, because there's really no key players that are signed. Because, I mean, the only one that's currently still on the roster is Kalen St. Clair, and he played 13 games. Everyone else that's on the roster played anywhere from 3 to 8 games this year, so there's really no key linebacker.
Yeah.
So I know before Lee got injured this year, last year he had a big... Now, when I say last year, I'm talking 2024.
Yeah.
I know he had a big start in the league.
Yeah.
So I assume that he'll be one of the key linebackers this year. And he had played
middle linebacker, you know what I mean? So he was kind of right in the center of things. They obviously had a lot of confidence in him in his plays and whatnot. And so I think that this is a good move for the Stampeders. Is he the youngest linebacker in the world? No. But it's also one of those things where if you look at the history this guy has playing professional football and how well he's done in a variety of different leagues, I think we're just looking to see that transfer into Canadian football. And it's not a matter of if he's capable of it. It's just a matter of he just needs to stay healthy. You know what I mean? So, and not even just for the sake of getting more out of him, but also just for the sake of, I don't want him to get hurt. I want him to be healthy. I wish good health for the man. So I think that this is a good move for the Stampeders, as they'd obviously. I think that him getting hurt was probably around a similar time of them signing Adam Bighill. He kind of signs at a weird spot in the season last year, and only plays a little bit of time. They had I think it was Tietz or whatever. I can't remember, or Tietz. I can't remember how you say his name at their middle linebacker position.
Oh,
Pretty sure that was Tietz. Yeah. Pretty sure he was playing for them even when they had like the Stampede Bowl when they were playing against the Bombers. But all in all, I think that this is a good move. The big thing is just keeping him healthy. Keep Marquel Lee happy, or not happy. Well, keep him happy too, but keep him healthy, and you got yourselves a great defensive player. Is there anything else you got there, Rick?
No, sir.
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you guys leave a like, share it around, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you guys haven't, make sure you guys join our Discord. Link in the description below to our Discord, where we discuss all things CFL, NHL, all sorts of sports stuff. So check it out. And without further ado, we will see you guys next time.